Let's talk about tantrums. Tantrums could look different and do look different at different ages. Let's talk about the tantrum that most of you think about. We think about big behavior, screaming, kicking, biting, punching, usually from smaller kids. What is that? What is happening from a brain-based perspective when we're having a tantrum? It may be because we didn't get something that we wanted, which basically means, hey, I have this thing that I want, that I am predicting, that I'm trying to control. And we usually see that around the ages of 2 to 4 when kids are starting to have awareness outside of self and they want to try to control outside of self. And then somebody comes in and says, no, I'm going to control that. And then the child has a brainstem moment, right? They go into their brainstem. We're having big behaviors. Here's the thing. We need to, from a brain-based perspective, understand what's even happening there. Tantrum doesn't mean bad kid. This is actually a part of development. This, hey, I want to control, and I'm having this awareness outside of myself that's starting to develop, and then something else, someone else, maybe mom, maybe practitioner, whoever, is changing my plan. Maybe some of you adults also feel this. Your tantrums might look a little different though, hopefully. Maybe not always. Someone else changes that plan and it evokes a stress response in me because now I'm not predicting what's happening outside of my world. And I'm just emerging in my developmental trajectory into processing outside of my world. So when we're in our brainstem, when we're more active in our primitive brain, we are more fearful. We don't have a feeling of control. We are scared. We are angry. We are reactive. We are responsive. So as providers, as parents, as anybody working with an individual, whatever age in that scenario, we need to make sure that they feel, yes, the boundary is here. You still don't get that sucker or candy or whatever, or toy, but we need to make sure they feel safe. They feel loved. They feel connected, even if they're not feeling like they have control of their environment. So an appropriate thing, as opposed to being a logic or a discipline in the moment, we can talk about consequences later, age and developmentally appropriately, but when they're in that reaction, we need to make sure that we are there. We are saying, no, we don't hit, no, we don't do this, we don't bite, we don't do this, but you're safe. I love you. You're safe. Mom's here to help you. Provider, I'm here to help you get checked. Whatever that relationship is, you're safe. You're fine. I'm here. You lower demands on them. You don't demand a lot of things of them in that moment. Like, can you say you're sorry right now? Can you talk about what you did that was wrong right now? Those are things that after we calm down, after we come out of our brainstem and we're more in our cortex, the individual having the tantrum, then we can discuss in an age and developmentally appropriate way what happened, why they felt that way, what could we do better next time, and we can use some of our focus story, picture stories to help process that as well. So the big thing, understand there's always a reason for behavior. We have to not respond. We have to not, push logic or reasoning in a time when someone's in their brainstem. We need to make sure that we know that when an individual is more in their brainstem, more in that fight or flight, that we need to connect, engage, make sure they feel safe in a way that they are neurologically available to feel those things in that moment.